Why, hello there, Anil there, and this is Elden Ring. Yeah, Radahn. Okay, so because there was a live stream about an hour, maybe like 1.5 hour long, that I decided not to upload on YouTube, and during that live stream I've mentioned a few things that I want to mention before you will... I mean, this video that you see currently is probably the final attempt of this guy, but since I said some things on that live stream that I did not export it to YouTube, I need to say them again at the beginning of this video. So this is weaker version of Radahn. He got nerfed. Overall, the nerf was about his visual effects, but also changes some of his timings so they are actually dodgeable. So, yeah, he got nerfed after a few months. Apparently, they find out that he needed a nerf, which I'm kind of pissed off because people fought him. People fought the stronger version of this guy and they beat him, and I am unable to do it anymore because they changed him. But anyway, also. This is the last boss of this DLC. Even though this entire land was still unexplored by me, even though I was over there, that part I don't think it was playable for me yet, unless that was the boss fight arena. I don't think so. No, that was the boss fight arena. I still didn't climb up here. This place was located. So there is still a lot to explore in this DLC, but we'll focus on beating the last boss just because I'm going to a study and I will not have my PC there. So I at least want to beat the last boss of this DLC before the studies will start. I still have like 4 days to do it. I hope I will be able to kill the boss. I decided to do it on the video, not during the live stream, because first of all, during the video I can record the video on a very high quality, not like a 5K bitrate with, I don't know, it just doesn't look very sharp. Also, I am currently playing on full screen mode instead of borderless because I don't need to look at the OBS at the chat. So that's just better. So now you will see probably a final attempt. Not sure if I'll do it right now, if it will be tomorrow. I don't know how long it will take me. So far we have combined probably like 3 or 4 hours combined of this guy. So yeah, he's definitely one of the most difficult enemies. Like the last boss, did I bet Elden Beast's first attempt? I think I did. So Malenia obviously took me like 7-8 hours or something like this, but I was trying to parry her only basically at the beginning. But so anyway, this is probably the last attempt. It's way easier for me to record this instead of live streaming, so I am probably just going to unblock my microphone so it doesn't bother me. Just double check if it's being recorded. It should be. Yeah, I hope my camera will not glitch. Nah, I'm not turning off. If anything, it will be just glitched. I hope it won't be though. Because, you know, I don't have my... Oh, of course. I cannot see I also maxed out the settings. Apparently on full screen mode when I'm recording, I can play on the maximum setting without dropping frames, even with higher bitrate, which is very weird considering that during a live stream I'm using lower settings. I don't know why, but my window was kind of moved, but now it's fixed. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna just unplug my microphone. I hope it will not mess up with the OBS much. Actually, no, I can just mute. That's way better option. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself. And yeah, here's the final attempt. Oh, I hope it will not took me another 4 hours. Okay. Let me count. Let me count. So. I have one file that is 8.5 GB heavy, and it's 2 hours long. I need a note, but 2 hours. We're gonna round it up. 2 hours. Then I have an hour long with, 14 minutes long, but 1 gigabyte. So it's 14 minutes, probably like 1 or 2 attempts there. Then I have a file 5 minutes. I'm not sure why did I have files like this. I remember I had several phone calls at some point. Huh? 2 minutes long? Why do I have 2 minutes long? That's weird. Then there is 6. Nah, this is something weird. I mean, I did have several phone calls at some point. And another hour long. This is probably the one that I currently have. So, to sum it up, 3 hours and a half. It was just today. But I have to check the archives. Because now I'm recording, but I used to stream that thing earlier. Sorry if I'm tired, but I am tired actually. Sorry if I sound tired because I'm actually tired. Okay, I cannot. Wait, I just found myself. Okay, so on my channel there is a 4 hours long live stream, but I did not. This is the live stream I found the guy. I need to find where he is at. Oh, he's actually. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's plus 3 hours, plus another 3 hours because there was 1.5 hour long attempt to him on one of my archives, but I also had a live stream that I did not archive, which I mentioned probably at the beginning of this video, probably. So it's under 3 hours. So we have 6.5 hours. Pretty much the same as with Millennia. Oh, you see the black circles. It's my the black circles. Can I? It's my shading behind the camera. So yeah. Final words maybe. Bad design, very bad design of the boss fight, and not due to like his attacks being, unpredictable. Because after like those few last attempts that you didn't saw, I felt like I knew what I do. There were some situations where I fall and it feels like there is no old plate for it. But overall, seems manageable. But designer, I'm going to actually reduce my camera size again, and oh my goodness, I'm going to try to explain what's the issue. Not sure if you noticed this difference in how the game looked like. Because I did lower my settings to the absolute minimum. Besides, not here. Besides these two, because those two actually were useful to be maxed out. I had to lower them all the way to minimum because I was blind during the entire second phase. The boss was badly graphically, that's probably not a word, design in a matter of colors. Why? You see, the ground is white. the sky is golden, like pea color. It's bright, okay? And then in the second phase, you have all of those attacks that were glowing. So you have white, and the entire background is basically bright, and the boss is bright. The first phase is not that big of an issue. There is that one attack, the gravity pull, that until this day, I did not figure out how the fuck do you dodge that thing. And the follow-up after this, in both first and the second phase. But besides that, the first phase is manageable just because the boss is basically dark. Like it's black combined with a red cape that is in the second phase completely covered with golden Miquella. Or, yeah, I think it's Miquella. She's completely covering the cape. So like it was black and violet, mostly, some red and red in the first phase, which contrasts very well with this bright background. But in the second phase, where the Miquella's hair is like covering the entire cape, so the red is completely gone, there is flashing effects after absolutely every single attack. His dashes that are added, they also have like this white swing, you know, it's like... I can see this on this attack. You have all those art of wars that are like wind related. It's basically, Radahn kinda have that thing in second phase, which are also white, so everything is fucking bright. And you have like several pixels around the boss running, circling around himself. And this is your only window to see an attack incoming. Entire second phase for me was playing for a memory because the attacks were basically the same things from the third phase but enhanced. So I kind of played it from the memory. I didn't really saw what I do. I was blind the entire second and third technique. I mean third phase, it was basically just one more attack. So yeah, very badly designed boss in the matter of colors. This is after the nerf. I played it before the nerf on that first live that was archived, and I was completely blind during that thing. Here I was already blind with the nerfs already, because the nerfs I did, from what I heard, they actually did not really nerf the boss fight that much, but they make the attacks more visible. I don't know. They were not visible for me. Everything is fucking bright. I'm blind. I do have something with my brain, not the eyes. I have good eyes, I have good vision, I see everything properly. I don't need glasses, I don't need them. I read books like from any distance. I had my eyes checked several times because I was in military, so they had to check them. Everything is fine with my eyes. But when I see objects like that, the colors mashing up all together, removing blur, definitely, if you're fighting this guy, blur is like depth of field, you have to turn it off. There is no way you fight this guy with those things, with the effects quality on the highest, so they are all, the illumination, remove that shit off. It helped a lot to even see, not even play the game. Okay, I probably shouldn't be doing that since I did not complete the entire DLC yet, like as I said earlier, probably. I still have this chunk of the map to explore. This chunk of the map was I never managed to get there. Up there as well, up here, if it's possible, I didn't do it. So I technically shouldn't be judging yet, because there is still some things to see, but I fought Mesmer, I fought Radahn, so it was like it was supposed to be creme de la creme of the DLC, the two most difficult bosses that everyone going crazy about. So I'm assuming I saw a lot that the DLC was supposed to see me if I'm reaching this point. where I already beat all those two bosses that, as far as I know, are the most difficult bosses of the entire DLC. So I'm going to here a conclusion that I shouldn't be making, because as I said, I did not complete the entire DLC. But overall, it's a bad DLC. 4 out of 10. 4. I'm not gonna give it 5, because 5 is average. It's below average. For those who will be like right now, you're a hater. No, I'm not a hater. I really love From Software Souls game. I fall in love in those games ever since I discovered them in 2018 or 17. Like, I show it multiple times, but I'm gonna show it again, because why not? Give me OBS. Display capture. Yes, that one. I'll have to edit it a little. Dark Souls 2. Almost 465 hours. All achievements. Dark Souls 3, 240. I basically only missing the achievements that requires you farming the Covenants. Those are these two. And this is New Game Plus 3, which I was not really messing up with New Game Pluses too much. Gestures, it's NPC summoning. As you know, I don't really summon. So basically all achievements also in Dark Souls 3, besides those that literally requires only farming from you. Dark Souls 1, I also have Prepare to Die edition. There you go. Then we have Elden Ring. Almost 300 hours in that game. Not only on this is not that just one save file. I have another one. I have like 2 other characters that I was playing, trying to play mostly a mage and the beast magic. So as you can see, I am not just like a first Souls player that just discovered Elden Ring and it's like, whoa, Elden Ring, I'm gonna be popular. No, I'm actually loving those games. And I'm judging this game, this DLC, because the game is fine. Besides the area right before Malenia, that was also bullshit. Malenia herself was bullshit, but just as Radahn manageable. But the DLC, as I said, 4 out of 10. 4. Not gonna give it 5. It's below average. You know, it's the entire DLC is empty. A lot of bosses are like those giant monumental, I don't know, those giants that with fire thing, with the giant furnace thing. They were basically just gigantic tank that you were hitting for 10 minutes that couldn't really kill you unless you fucked up, didn't heal in time or something, I don't know, get unlucky. They were not really a challenge. Bosses overall, there was that one boss that I like because it had actually a fancy design, the pink one, the one before the NPC fight. The boss after Mesmer, I guess. I think she was like over here. Yeah, that one. That was like the best design boss in this boss fight, in this DLC, just because it finally looked like it's something different. Like it's something new. It looks fancy. It had fancy movements. It looks refreshing. And it had a thing, but that was just that one single boss fight. As I said, I did not see the entire DLC, so maybe there is more bosses like that somewhere out there. So that's why I'm saying all the time that probably I shouldn't be judging, but I am judging from what I saw so far. And I don't know, since I'm going to a studies and I will be like 600 kilometers away from my PC and my laptop is no way it's going to handle this game. It's like literally the cheapest laptop in the world. So I don't think I will be able to actually explore this land before I will go to a study. Maybe I will be going back to like once a month, because you know, when you study 600 kilometers away from your house, you're not going back every weekend. So you don't have a way to transport yourself. It's not even worth your time. So maybe once a month I will be actually going back home and exploring a little bit more of this game. But besides that, yes, the entire DLC is empty, it's boring, no really new opponents were added. Not really worth it. Simply not worth it. Yeah, that I will leave it with that. Touch memory. I'm not gonna do anything there. I have low settings. I will have to restart the game for them to be increased. So they will have to deal with everything that... Also, my build. Why do I even... When I first time fought Radahn, I was like, there's no way you can parry that guy. You cannot parry that guy. Then I watch, because after a few hours, the first 3-4 hours, I was like tired of not being able to dodge stuff. So I actually watched some tutorials to him and somebody parried him. And I was like, how you are able to... You saw his size? How you parry that shit? It shouldn't be possible. I assumed from the start it's impossible. And the parrying makes the entire fight so much easier. This boss fight was basically just me parrying him. I don't think I was touching him much besides that. I was parrying him surely, then I hit him once usually, or heal depending on my situation. But that was it. All of that was just parry and bleed. I changed my setup to this. I didn't need to reset my stats because I only need to apply bleed to that thing. I used that thing though. Raises attack power after each critical hit. So I'm not sure if it was actually working, by the way, because you see, you have that thing. And this thing heals you twice. Which means that you apply critical hit twice when you parry him at least. There was like this first blow that deals 800 and then another one that deals another 3000 around. And I feel like this thing actually increases the damage of the second blow because the first one is also counted as a critical attack. So this actually, I may need to check the recording, but I think it actually added some damage. By the way, I started to run out of those things at some point. I got like 200 over here at some point. So yeah, this is probably already too long, but yeah, I think I will add that speech at the end. Just because I feel like it's needed. As I said, I didn't saw the entire DLC, but from what I saw so far, not worth it. Below average. We had better DLCs for Souls game made by From Software. We had better. The DLC to Dark Souls 1, for example, like it was. When I fought Artorias for the first time, it was also the first time in my entire playthrough when I actually started to roll. Because being just like stupid face tank that I used to be simply didn't work against him. And while the fight took me like 2 hours and was super exhausting, it felt very rewarding at the end. Here, sure, I'm happy that I finally did it, that I don't have to fight him anymore, but like, it's just painful. It was just pure pain. I know that Souls games are for kind of masochistic people, kind of. But that was too much. That was too much. Maybe it was because, as I said, it was badly designed on the graphic side. Maybe it was because maybe that was what made this fight so difficult. But as I said, when I discovered you can parry him, the entire fight, it was not that easy, but it like, without the knowledge that you can parry him, I feel like I only entered the second phase like 6-7 times. And after I acknowledged the fact you can parry him, I feel like I entered the second phase, I don't know, like every second, third attempt. Yeah. Not every single one, but most of them were already in the second phase. Once I entered the second phase, sometimes it's ended in a few seconds. But yeah, as I said, I was completely blind in the second phase. Okay, because I start to repeat myself, so thank you for watching. I need to edit that thing and upload it. I mean, and edit. I basically just have to take the first file, cut the beginning, add the last attempt to that, and add this speech that I'm currently having. So, okay, with that being said, thank you for watching. I was anal, kind of sounds like anal, but that was kind of the purpose if you're wondering. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you someday. I'm not sure when I will be able to do anything. Maybe when I go and study, my laptop will be able to run some less system required games. I'm not sure if it will even launch OBS, to be honest, but I will see. I'm thinking about playing games like Stardew Valley. I think I will go back to like more simple games. Simple in a matter of like not needing me to try hard this much, because I feel like I need rest. I've been playing Souls games since 2018 or maybe even 17, I don't remember. It's 2024 or almost 2025. So I was playing Souls game for the last 8 years. And I think I have enough. I think I simply have enough after all of that. Yeah. I'm just tired. After all these years, after 2000s, I have over 2000 hours if I remember correctly when I was counting it earlier. I have around 2000 hours in Souls games. I have enough. I think I have enough. I was thinking about playing other games like Remnant 2. I saw the trailers. There was that other game. How was it called? Mortal Shell, and also where is it? I have it. I think both. I actually bought it. I have to check my. Is it installed? I don't think so. I had several games on my list. Oh, no, not that one. Where is it? Okay, I had some games queued to be bought, to be installed. Lords of the Fallen Lords of the Fallen 2, especially the second big one, because the second one, as far as I know, is actually decent, and the Lords of the Fallen 1 was also, it was below average, mostly because of the crashes. But as far as I know, Lords of the Fallen 2 actually got a proper updates which make it playable. So I was thinking about playing those games, but I think I need a break from Souls games. I simply need a break, I think. Yeah. Thank you for watching again. I'm repeating myself multiple times. This is 24 minutes speech that probably summarized my entire career around the Souls games. Yeah, it was a nice journey, but I'm tired. I'm simply tired. Bye.